So I want to say welcome to my first video ever. I love to snack. In fact, had some pretzels I shouldn't really have had earlier, but I did it. It's done. So since I'm in such a snacking mood, I felt like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna make some fries tonight. But not regular fries, it's gonna be protein, it's gonna be tofu fries, okay? Really simple recipe. I'm just gonna make about half a block of tofu into fries. They're gonna be really nicely seasoned, all that. Very flavorful, crisp, and we're gonna bake them. Starting out with the tofu, I have organic tofu here. It's extra firm for my purposes here. You're gonna want a cutting board and a chef's knife, like this, or whatever your go-to knife is. Okay, that is out. I have set aside a little paper towel for myself to clean up my mess, and also to dab the moisture from it. So I'm just going to strain that a little bit because I'm going to reserve the other half of this for something else later. You know, if you can get it out, great. If not, then you're going to starve to death. Okay. So. Alright, I'm just going to half that right now, just down the middle. This is the most difficult part of this whole thing. You have to cut the tofu. It's not even hard, but that's just how easy this whole thing is. Super simple. So you're going to start slicing. I'd say probably go into like, it's more than 1/4 of an inch. It's not a half, closer to a half, but here I'll show you. So just slice that down lengthwise. It's going to end up being about that thick. So like the thickness of one of your nails, depending on your fingers and everything. So that's what you're gonna look for there. So you're gonna just wanna cut it basically the same thickness so it's kind of even on all sides as you did when you did it lengthwise. And just be like really careful and gentle with it because it is a little fragile, that it can crumble. So we don't want that to happen. Put that aside real quick. My hands a quick rinse. Okay, and now you want to get a pan. I already have it over here. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees. That is ready to go. Pan lined with aluminum foil, and then you're going to want to get some extra virgin olive oil. So I have just a little pastry brush. I'm going to just drizzle the olive oil on the bottom. Now you can use your choice of oil. Coconut oil, you can melt a little bit and then do this, but I'm using olive oil because I don't really want to add a coconut flavor to these. And as long as it's just a light amount, it is totally fine. So I'm brushing the bottom to evenly coat the aluminum foil so that these fries don't stick to it. So I've had that problem in the past when I just drizzled it over in a lazy manner. We are being very exact with this. So then you are going to want to take your fries and lay them out evenly spaced. Then you're going to want to brush olive oil on top of the tofu lightly so that we get a nice crisp going. Otherwise, if you were to just drizzle it on top, it's really easy to disperse the oil unevenly, and in that case you have really oily pieces. Now we have these all brushed up like that. I'm gonna go to get my spices. So the spice lineup that we have is going to be Himalayan pink sea salt. I have white ground pepper. I have ground cumin seed, red pepper, ground cayenne, a little teeny bit of that. Can't handle too much spice, so that's kind of up to you if you like the spice or not, but I'm gonna do a little bit. It's good for you and your metabolism. A little bit of paprika and a little bit of turmeric. Doing organic where you can. And so we're just gonna get, I'm gonna get one of my little baby mixing bowls, and you'll want a couple teaspoons just in case, but I'm more of a see it visual kind of cooking with feeling. So I'm gonna put the salt we can measure. Let's do half a teaspoon of salt. So half a teaspoon of salt. And then we're gonna cover. So one thing I hate about spice jars is the little caps on them. I usually sprinkle a lot of things in so I don't have to measure, but taking them off is just a pain. And then also a half teaspoon, like a light half teaspoon of pepper. And then we go, okay, so, ooh, cayenne, it's harsh. Just a sprinkle, like a little baby dashes. Then the paprika, for this guy, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. That's the easiest way to do it, that's all I can say. Easier than me measuring with these guys, so I have to take my stuff off. And then cumin, this is kind of harder. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, like bigger dashes. And then turmeric. This guy stains. So we're just gonna do like 1. It was kind of a little bigger one, but just one little dash there. You're just gonna wanna give all the spices a little toss, mix those up so that they are evenly combined. So you have a little bit there. And you might have leftover, totally fine. So you're just gonna sprinkle it on top. We have right here. I'm going to put this in the oven again, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna bake it probably about 20 minutes in total, but you wanna keep on checking on it. You wanna cook it until it is crisp on the outside to touch, till a little bit more firm. Took out the fries from the oven at about 35 minutes. I added another 10 minutes after. Perfectly crisp, put them on a plate like this. So they're really crisp is good. Very delicious. You can eat them plain by itself, or you can make the dipping sauce. I will be posting the recipe on my blog, thatsavvylife.com, under the food and drink section. And if you could follow, like, subscribe, all that, that would be great. Really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. It's my first video, so hope to only get better. And if you also are interested in quick recipe ideas, healthy food ideas, you can also follow me on Instagram at that_savvy_life. There I post some recipes, also going to be posting some more lifestyle stuff in the future. This year, incorporate fitness, a little bit of beauty, health, but definitely a lot of food because I can't get enough of food.